Hi friends, this is Musafir 1 and 2. I'm Manish Pol,
I'm Vishwas Raj.
and a little bit about the place.
So we are at Gangabal Lake. This is on the Kashmir Great Lakes trek, uh, and this is a 7-day trek, and this is our last camping night, and we are at 3,500 meters, looking at Harmukh and Gangabal Lake in the background, and beautiful day.
This is our fourth Musafir experience together, and it's really very important that meditation and mindfulness is experienced on a trek. On this particular Musafir experience, apart from yoga and meditation every day, we've designed to have Khalil Gibran's poems. So every day we reflect on one poem as we trek, and then the entire group of 12 people we discuss this poem on a daily basis. I think it's very, very important that it's not just a trek for us. We are in the great outdoors, but it's an experience that we design and curate. This is what is the hallmark of the Musafir journey. You've seen a lot of treks in your time, and how does
Yeah.
this sort of differ from them?
Yeah, I mean, we basically I got into the whole outdoor industry way back in 2008 professionally. I used to be a enthusiast all my life, even as a kid, and somehow the Himalayas have etched a very deep mark in my heart, and I'm grateful that I'm able to follow this passion of mine and convert it into my profession. So I mean, way back in 2008, I started as a kitchen boy, washing utensils. It was fun. It was fun, and that's how we came up. And then I started guiding, and then I mostly do treks and small climbs, and but I always knew that. With the pure trekking experience, since this is a place where, I mean, the whole experience is so spiritual. Just getting out into the mountains, walking on your own, being silent through your walk, you know. So I was always looking for somebody to bring in the whole aspect of yoga, because I could take care of the rest, and thankfully I bumped into Manish, and uh, this is a fourth experience over the past 2 years. COVID, of course, ruined about 1.5 years of our time. We would have dished out many, but one hallmark is that we don't repeat our experience once we do it, because we want to be excited about each and every experience that we do, so we don't repeat it. And with the trekking and what Manish brings in about yoga, meditation, and just a beautiful space where people can pour out their heart, and when the whole experience is over, I think they go back much lighter and as better people.
So two Bangalore boys in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
When I travel the world and teach people yoga, and I keep saying that they should come to the Himalayas to practice, because you could go to a beautiful resort and you can do yoga in the morning, evening. I think most people in the world are done with the glam and the fadness of yoga and meditation, and they want the real deal. And nowhere in the world you get that experience but in the Himalayas. And you could go to beautiful little places in India, in Bali, in Thailand, in Mexico, wherever, but it was designed here. The great masters spent time walking these trails, and these mountains, they carry a silence that no amount of noise reduction headsets can give you. Let me tell you that. Silence is not the absence of noise, it's a presence in itself. And you know this very well because you've trekked for so long. You don't get this elsewhere. We were having a discussion the last 2, 3 days ago about you being doing this for about 15 years, and you've seen the industry. I've seen this for nearly 20 years, the yoga industry, and we were talking about how we've been there for so long, and new people come in and make an experience, and how does that differ? And what I like about working with you is that it is not just the respect of people who spend a week with you, but you gauge yourself with the respect you get from peers. So on this particular trip, I know that you've called people who have climbed Everest 3 times to come and carry and help with the group. So there are people who are helping us. A person who has climbed Everest 3 times is just here because you've called him. This is the respect you earn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it helps. I've been in the industry for long, and we worked as we've worked our way up, and we have shared a lot of happiness and sadness and all kinds of weather in the mountains. So, Kashmir was new. Always wanted to come here and work. We work every season in Ladakh for the past whatever 15 years or so. But when Manish decided, okay, we want to go to Kashmir, so this was a new place. So I needed our regular staff. Of course, the local Kashmiri boys are great, but then just because since it was new and we needed a lot of work and this place gets a lot of rain, I did request some of our old timers, and they're all big climbers. They climb an 8,000er every spring, and sometimes in autumn also. So uh, yeah, but because it was our trip, it was my trip. They decided to come and pitch in. So I'm grateful. Yes, I mean, you will find a lot of great people, good people wherever you trek with us. The team is very strong, and we come with a lot of experience, not just in one region of the Himalaya. We work all over, from Ladakh, now Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Darjeeling, Nepal, even in parts of Bhutan. So yes, we are there to bring in all that experience we have gained in all parts of the Himalaya, and all the peers and friends we have gained, to come and work with you. So that's good.
Yeah. We've got trips coming up to Nepal. We've got trips coming up next summer in Ladakh. So a combination of seeing the sights of Ladakh plus trekking in Darjeeling and Sikkim, and opening up new trail experiences around trekking, around mindfulness, around meditation. On this particular trip, we found so many other people also doing the Great Lakes, and almost like a boot camp. So come to point, get up in the morning, trek, go to the next point. There is no space for the flowering of personality, there's no space for discussion. It is one thing to walk in the mountains, it's another thing to be in the mountains, and I've understood that the best way to see these mountains is with your eyes closed and to see it from the heart. And I'm very grateful that we could do this together.
Yeah.
The Musafir spirit is exactly that. How do you go back a different person?
Yeah. So like you talked about silence, I would always call it trekking is like vipassana in motion, you know. so so here we are, and we have vipassana in motion combined with yoga and meditation, and just and a safe space to pour your heart, pour your feelings and discuss with other people around the world on issues that matter. So I think it's a very beautiful experience. I mean, I really enjoy working with Manish, and all the all the yogis that come around from uh, around the world. So I hope to continue and create more Musafir journeys in different parts of the Himalaya.
Thank you, and I hope to see you in the mountains. Should we leave a little place? If you Cheers. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.